Hello, everyone. It's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers. Today it's day 95 in her 365 days free challenge, where we go live for 365 days and talk about healing back pain for good, but also living a fulfilled life. Well, we are in a daily coaching or a daily guidance period for 10 days, where we get daily guidance from, we get guidance anyway from the highest consciousness. And I'm going to hand you over to them. I should move that a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Guidance or daily guidance? What's the difference? Well, the results in your lives depends on what you do on a daily basis. Depends on what you think, feel, say to yourself or someone else on a daily basis. So if you're not getting messages on a daily basis about what you are, positive guidance, of course. Guidance is not something nasty, of course. But if you get that kind of daily coaching, uplifting, empowering, loving, unconditionally loving messages designed just for you, don't you think that will change the trajectory of your lives? Don't you think that would change the way you look at yourself and the world? Of course it would. This is why we are giving you 10 days in a row guidance. And this is, of course, not personal, because we want everyone to benefit from these 10 days. And this is also why it would be a good idea for you to ask for personal daily guidance. Block off time for that. Begin to ask questions and begin to have faith in that you will get answers back. And it's easier for some people to do the way Mona did the first times, to have something to write down the answers, because then you have to be fully concentrated on what you're going to write. So it could be easier to be really, really focused on getting the messages. Everyone asks us all the time about guidance, but not many people hear or listening to our guidance because they're on autopilot. First of all, they don't expect to get any answers. They don't believe that they have the capability, or that we have the capability to cut through in everything else. And that is perhaps true for most people, because a lot of people, or we should say most people, don't take time to be still and listening for the answers, and just go on and do things instead of be focused on being. And that is why it's so easy to get swept away in all the outer things that are happening in the outer reality. And that is, again, once again, a reminder that this is so important because we and your true selves are the ones that are always supporting you. We are always loving. We are always empowering you and giving you. We cheer you on. We know everything about you. We know what you want. We know what you are, and it's so important to not listen to what everyone else thinks, not even your ego. And because listening to everyone else and listening to the ego will not make you feel fulfilled. It they will not help you to feel that you are loved no matter what. Because they are struggling too to find out what they are, what their purpose of their lives here are all about. And it's really important that you have some kind of guidance or coaching that is unconditionally loving, that is always there for you, no matter what. Because living with guilt, shame, and fear will not help you in any way. It will tear you apart bit by bit. And if you still don't know if you're going to get answers or not, please just block off some time. Be still for at least 5 or 10 minutes every morning, and preferably every night, to just be. Be focused on trying to get some answers. And the answers could come in ways like, it could come like feelings, like relief, like inner peace, like lovely sounds. You feel warmth. It could come like voices, or it could come in so many ways. But it would give you comfort and inner peace, unconditional love. It is so important. Remember the other day when we told you that Mona was having a really bad day? She asked us this morning what she could do to experience her true self more, to heal her mind, to not be bothered about things in the outer reality. And then we gave her a really aha moment, because she wants to rise above everything in the outer reality and live from her inner reality instead. And then we said, to her, you cannot experience the happiness, the fulfillment of rising above the outer reality if the outer reality is not a problem. You have to have an outer reality that is bothering you to be able to feel the joy, the fulfillment, the happiness of rising above it. You cannot feel that if you don't have something to rise above. So no matter what kind of obstacle you are facing in life, for example, healing, you cannot enjoy the feeling of being healed for good if you haven't experienced something to be healed from. You cannot experience yourselves like unconditional, loving people unless you face situations where you could show that to yourselves, that you are unconditional loving no matter what. And by the way, once again, don't shoot the messenger. If Mona's language is not perfect, try to hear and listen to the message, not the grammar or the pronunciation. English is not her mother tongue. And just by channeling live like this, it's way out of most people's comfort zones. And then doing it in English, it's a second language, is even more out of her comfort zone. So please don't focus on the language errors. Try to hear what she's saying, the message. Okay? So, you cannot experience that you're patient without anything that you have to be patient about. So when you begin to see that everything all around you, all the time, are just new chances, new possibilities to choose who you would like to be in that particular moment, then you don't have to be so upset about everything in the outer reality. They are just things and situations and persons and animals and flowers and not cleaned windows for you to relate yourself to. Who are you relationship to that? Who are you in relation to that? And as you rise above something, you feel a whole lot better about yourself. And when you have reached a certain vibration, a certain awareness, sometimes, or quite often, you have to have bigger issues to be able to continually grow and understand and relate to, so you can show yourself and appreciate what you are in relationship, in relation to that. Mona is very frustrated that kind of manifestations, that there are so many things the same time. This summer for her and her family has been a real pop-up square, a pop-up sign for her and her family to be able to say to themselves, everything will work out for us. We don't know how, but we know it will. And she could be kind of frustrated with that there are so many things testing, testing her to see what she's made of. But that is the wrong approach. It's not someone who is testing anyone. There are possibilities to show what you are in relation to that. Nothing more, nothing less. And you have the possibility to choose over and over and over again who you would like to be according to that. In every moment, you have the choice to rise above or be in the ego's battleground, fighting. For example, if something is stressing you out, nothing will help you. In that situation, in that vibration, you have to rise above the stress to be able to come up with a solution to what is stressful to you or what is stressing you out. And when you take time to rise above and look at the situation or what is bothering you, to hover above it instead of trying to get the whole picture from down there. When you rise above, you are able to see the best solution and act on it. And that will take a whole lot less time than trying to just be effective and working it through and work hard. Nothing is effective, no matter how hard you work in the battleground, You have to rise above to be able to see the whole picture, to be able to look at the situation in full awareness and consciousness and make the right decisions about what to do. Maybe you don't have to do anything. Just accept the windows are not clean right now. But that's okay. The winter isn't here yet. So please try to see everything you meet in life, not as tests or obstacles, just things, opportunities to rise above. And when you rise above, you grow your consciousness, you grow your awareness. And if you choose love once again and again and again, and to rise above, there you have your keys to inner fulfillment and to healing for good. That's everything for us for tonight. We hand you over to Mona right now. Yes. I really get frustrated. This summer has been incredible. Incredible. First, I lost the brakes, the whole system on my dad's car. I couldn't brake. The pedal was in the floor of the car, and I didn't panic. Same night I went home. I had a flat tire when I came home, not on the way home in another car. Then we went on vacation and we heard strange sounds in our car. And I just thought, no. I should not be focusing on this. And we came to the place where we were going to. And when we had been there for 4 days, the car broke down. We got it fixed at night in our car insurance, paid for that. The next day, it broke down again, even worse. And we had about 820 kilometers home. And we didn't know that many people there, but I just pushed on like it will work out. I have no idea how, but it will work out. And it did. We got help from the lady that we are renting the house from, and her cousin, which was her neighbor. And Thomas was able to fix the car in just 2 hours. And then I have snake phobia. Of course, there was a snake outside the little cottage that we rented. That was not a good idea at all to be thinking about, to be focusing on. I just killed that thought, and that was it. It was there to eat some birds and nothing more. We didn't see anyone after that either. And then we came home, and then we have ants nest in our little house on our garden where we have like Christmas things and things like that. And then all the clothing that we had there, we had to take it away because they were going to spray something. And of course, it rained a lot and all the clothes were wet. So all the clothes had to go into our house. It looked like a store. And then Before that, also, my dad injured himself, and we didn't know if he would live or not. And so it's been a lot of pop-up signs. And as the highest consciousness say, possibilities rise above. And I'm still on top. But some days it doesn't feel that way at all. But it will work out. I have no idea how, but it will. And that is the most profound thought in this, that I have faith in that everything will work out for the best for everyone involved. And that means the world to me. Well, I'm sorry about the length of the video today. It was very long. But tomorrow we'll be back with the highest consciousness again. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Much love and blessings. Bye.